Hello? Hello, hello? I'm back. Hold on one second. Alright. Alright, thank you. Alright. Let me just turn down the, oh, crap. Hold on. Just have to turn down my volume. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to stream number 2 of Kathy Rain. Alright, so let me just load back where we were. Alright, so this is Kathy Rain. It is a point-and-click adventure game. We are Kathy, the lovely lady bathing in the sunlight on the right, and we are investigating a mystery surrounding our grandfather. We have recently come back to this old town where our grandparents lived to attend our grandfather's funeral. He was a pilot in World War II, and apparently we found a police report that said he was dragged in, heavily wounded back in the 80s from the woods, and was in a wheelchair for the last 10 years of his life. This game is set in 1995. So now we are trying to seek out or search, uncover the mystery, because some things do not seem right. My guess is that it's an alien abduction. The game may or may not be as interesting. So far, I'm enjoying it. The music is really good. I like the art style, except for probably the character sprites aren't very good. And the main character is a horrible bitch. She is the embodiment of an SJW type, but since I last streamed it, she's like an atheist. She, this is what she wore to her grandfather's funeral. Oh, in the chat, just let me know if you can hear me, alright? But I almost think that we're kind of supposed to be this way, and it kind of makes sense because our dad walked out on our mother, and our mother had severe mental illness. Okay, you can hear me good. And so I think she's kind of meant to be this unlikable character that kind of grows. But where we are right now, our primary objective is we are trying to find Charles Wade, who is a buddy of our, can't remember our grandfather's first name, but of our grandfather's, who flew with him in World War II. But we can't get in touch with him because he is such a wealthy, prominent citizen in this town now that we can't find him in the phone book, and so we're gonna try and seek out clues to figure out where he is. But our side objective, which is what we're doing right now, which I think is going to lead to clues, is we also found, after we have stolen from the police, mind you, we have stolen police records, so we are a criminal. We also uncovered the mystery of a girl who committed suicide. Her name was Lily Myers back in 1975, and we are at her house. And that lovely woman on the left is her mother, and her father walked out after she died, and she lives with her son, or rather her son lives with her. As you can see, he's a very special boy. And that's where we ended, so let us begin. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. I was going to stream on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, but I decided, I don't want to stream Saturday, I'll do it Sunday, and then on Sunday I took a nap and fell asleep. So let's talk to Sue Myers.
So you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around
Joseph,
here.
right? That's our grandfather.
So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
It was
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see,
that's
it's
nice.
beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh.
It was
Any
his
idea
number. He
of what he
wanted to
could have
date
seen?
you.
Not
She
really.
painted aliens.
I had the
Well, look at
paintings
that bright
all
light.
lined up. Could have
That's
been
not
any
the
of
sun.
them.
That's a
Would
UFO.
you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
I want to meet that guy. All right, let's hopefully if we ask her about Charles Wade, that will help us with the main investigation, because I guess the thing is, like, this is nice and kind of scaled back. It's not like, you know, your regular that's something else I wanted to say so far, is I really like the gameplay, and that being a point-and-click adventure game, there's a lot of puzzles. Most of the gameplay is figuring out what you need to say or having to do specific things. And so far, the puzzles have all been, except for one, completely, you know, based on logic, on using knowledge and information you have gathered already, and basic logic, and solving them. Like, there's a really cool one using some basic math, or it's much more, it's on the easier side so far, but I will take that over, hey, like, you know, the old Sierra, you need a guide or else you will never finish this, or unless you had 20 years to just brute force everything. So I like that so far, but okay, so let's ask her about Charles Wade.
Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns
What's
a
he
large
doing in this
company.
small town, then?
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
Where do you reckon this place is? Because I got the feeling some New England, maybe Pennsylvania. It's definitely somewhere in the northern half of the U.S. It could either be that, or I was gonna say the lumber. I don't think it could be the West Coast, but I don't know. I think our lovely waifu, Miss Rain, would fit right into the West Coast. She wouldn't be as upset about this town as she seems to. I'm gonna guess Pennsylvania. If I'm wrong, whatever.
I don't need to ask her about that. Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about
Apparently
school,
not happy.
boys and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper.
What was she using to paint with?
On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day,
I was
drawing
gonna say,
became
I
her
wanted
life.
a new Commodore
Eventually, her
64,
art
but I don't
teacher
even
at
think that was
school
out
helped
yet.
her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up.
Why would you
Well,
drown yourself
you
if
know the
committing
rest.
suicide?
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
I obviously suicide is awful, and I would never ever recommend anybody ever do it. But if you're going to, I don't understand why people would hang themselves either. If you were, wouldn't you just want to try and find the quickest and least painful way possible? Because choking to death or drowning sounds like a horrifying nightmare to me. And again, don't ever commit suicide, obviously. Unless you're Lily Myers, apparently, because maybe my alien theory is going to be true, because aliens do have the alien abduction cases always have the person has a weird, often has a big change in their personality afterwards. I hope it's aliens, and I also hope it's not, because I would actually like a nice serious story. But hey, having Kathy on the on a UFO complaining about everything with her own angst would be pretty hilarious.
I don't need to ask her about that. Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
Alright, now let's talk about our own family.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
He's selling
What
his
happened to your
Sonic
husband,
comics.
if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him. Aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
No. Why did I do that? That's me. But yeah, that does happen. Or you hear after a traumatic event, it can the effect it can also have on the family of the victim or the person that committed suicide, or any traumatic event is you can't really just go back to normalcy afterwards. I have to remember that I'm streaming and there is terms of service, and yeah, I'm gonna make fun of this, but I'm not gonna be that mean. Okay.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors.
Happy little clouds.
But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces looked like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Yeah, my grandmother was an artist, and I never consider myself a hoarder, but I always like to just keep one or two things. So I managed to. She was a sculptor most of her life, but she started painting a few years before she passed, and I managed to snag a bunch of her paintings before we were probably just gonna get rid of them. But I'd like to keep at least one just for posterity's sake.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his
Coordinates
face
to
was
the
far
UFO
from
on the
forgettable,
painting, yes.
though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue.
Black Irish.
Thanks.
I thought Black Irish is just a black person that's Irish.
I think I'm gonna
but
head
I
off
don't-
now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back
Let me look
anytime.
this up. Guess I thought Black Irish is just a term for African Irish people. Okay, no, it's oh, okay, yeah, it's Black Irish people with dark hair and eyes thought to be descendants of the Spanish Armada in the mid-1500s. Okay. It said he had blue eyes, which doesn't make sense, but okay, yeah. All right, I really want to do everything I can to avoid having to talk to Nathan, because that's just gonna be awkward as hell.
I had a few more.
Shoot.
Oh wait, no, I don't.
I think I'm gonna.
Sure thing.
Let's look at the painting.
It's an early painting by Lily Myers. I can smell something cooking.
This is such a cozy house, though. But it looks like she has, like, 3 different rugs. Or, no, those are not rugs, those are carpets. Or I think there's a difference, but whatever.
Elk, by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods. Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan.
You want to buy some death sticks? No, you don't want to buy any death sticks.
Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem.
What?
Nice view of the lake from here.
Is there anything else we can click on? Alright, fine, let's talk to Nathan. He's gonna be a goldmine of information. You want to go home and thank you. That's from the hit movie, the Star Wars Episode 2. Attack of the Clones. The movie I don't think I hate that movie nearly as much as anybody else. As everyone else does. I know Rich Evans from Red Letter Media says that relative to its budget, Attack of the Clones is the worst movie ever made, and he said he almost walked out of the theater during it, but people bought him the tickets, so he didn't want to be rude.
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
An engine.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
That's kind of nice that, like, maybe he, like, got really into drawing after his sister died as kind of a way to honor her or something. That's sweet.
Nah, he's stuck in his old...
Okay. No, that's odd. What do we do now, then? 1981, art collector.
There has to be some way to find out who bought those paintings. Maybe I can jog Sue's memory.
Sorry, it's been a week since we played, so I'm gonna remember some of the stuff. I also really like that when you play a tape on the dictaphone, you also, if you want to listen to it again, you have to actually hit the rewind button, which is really cool.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Now let's just go through what we
Hello,
need.
Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
Okay, that's not it.
We're never coming back.
Oh.
Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet
Oh, we
can...
already heard that one does not. I know that doesn't have anything to do with it. Cigarettes to Nathan. jog her memory. Okay, so do we give her more cigarettes or? I hate being stuck.
I had a few more questions.
Stun gun will jog her memory. Okay, so art collector.
Tell me about
Rich, fancy looking, and he knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash.
Huh.
Nope, but I got
Do this.
no. Well, he's
All right, Sue.
All right.
I think I'm gonna.
sure thing.
Let's go ask our grandma. Let's go bother our grandmother again. Let's get out. I have no qualms about looking for hints if we really need to, because I don't want to just be stuck here all day. Oh, what is this music? That's creepy. Take off on the Catmobile. Oh my god. That's that. I like how literally the only reason why we have to do that, why that hasn't come up before is because for the other locations we could just leave, but because we had to offer the lady Sue a cigarette in order to get into her house, that's why it has its own special thing. I don't know, that's just kind of interesting to me. Alright, let's bother our grandma again. If she says I don't want to talk to her about that, I'm going to be mad.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for?
Not at all.
I don't see a reason to. I don't see a reason to ask her
Dang
about
it.
that.
I think
Well,
it's
gotta go.
probably in gonna be at the buyer's house because it says we need to be able to jog Sue's memory about the art collector. Now let's go bother the sheriff and his deputy again. Now we're gonna talk to the Hitler Youth Fellow.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kath.
Hey, Lenny. Could you check the file?
I'd love to help, Kathy, but
Fine. Nah. Nah.
Yeah.
Well, gotta go.
see ya.
I'm gonna be shocked if the sheriff knows anything about the art collector.
Hello, Sheriff.
If you
The sheriff's thinking, I really regret not putting a door between me and the front room.
Do you know anything about?
that case was handled by Truman. I
I don't.
Why don't you need to ask him about Charles Wade? We need to figure out who this guy is and where he is.
I don't need to ask him. I don't need.
Okay, so
That's all for now.
by process of elimination, it's almost certainly going to be at. Though I'm going to be kind of mad if the answer is at the cemetery, because that would just be like, for no
Hey,
reason, for
Kathy,
an arbitrary. Oh.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I feed
no.
on human misery.
Oh no.
Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat
No,
food.
no, screw
Oh,
them.
well, great. Can I buy you food
Oh,
sometime?
Gosh.
And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
Look at that smile. Alright. Oh, I thought it was going to give us a choice. This is so awkward. I think, since I'm trying to make Kathy be like more of a nice person, we're just going to be honest and we're going to say no.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe
We
later.
gave him a
Oh,
maybe
okay.
later.
See ya.
I've only been, I think there's an achievement for the last one. Dang it. I've been streaming for about 20 minutes. We just started. We haven't done very much. I can't believe he asked us on a date. Oh well. We're so bad. Yeah, but I think the mystery is kind of interesting. Especially the fact that some weird old guy, or some middle-aged guy just wanted to buy all this teenage girl's paintings. Like, That's bizarre, and I really want to know why. Conwell Springs, that's where we are. Yeah, okay, sorry, I guess we wasted time. At least we got hit on by the Aryan youth-looking police deputy. I don't know why I keep saying that, but oh, is it too loud, or hold on, let me check. Oh, is it too loud, or hold on, let me check. Alright. Oh, is it too loud, or hold on, let me check. Alright. Oh, is it too loud, or hold on, let me check. Alright. Oh, is it too loud, or hold on. Sorry about that. You ruined the stream, yeah, mean machine. Alright, we're going back to Lakeside Cabin. It's gotta be something in here. Unless, like, we go back to our house, go into the attic, and some dark-haired, black Irish-looking mofo is, like, just sitting up there, like, hunched over, going, "Yes, I have collected all the paintings, and I live here." She's our grandmother. She's our grandmother's.
Oh, it's you again.
Mistress.
Come on in.
I love her. She's got to have somebody after. She started dating the day of her husband's funeral. All right.
Nah, he's stuck at his...
Oh, God.
It's Nathan, Sue's mentally disabled son.
Oh, she just said it. All right, let's talk to Sue again.
I had a...
Shoot.
Okay, we can
No reason to show
her the police report. We can show her a bunch of stuff.
It was fun the last time, but... I was pretty tempted before.
What?
No reason to What do you think about this church?
Okay.
It's a good church. I go there from time to time.
Oh.
I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
Amen. All right, I'll turn the music down, unless everybody else is fine. Bass? I don't know.
I think I'm gonna head off.
Sure thing.
Dang it! What do we need? We're stuck.
I had a...
Shoot.
Let's go through some of this again.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that...
Did the stranger give...
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes.
All right, Sue.
Okay, so...
Does the name...
Oh, he's...
Yeah.
That about some...
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little...
Oh, I covered the story already, but we're basically, You said the game was cringe. How did you know that if you don't know what the story is so far? We're a college student investigating a mystery behind our grandfather's death, or something that happened to him 10 years before he died. Or 14 years before he died. It's set the game is set in 1995. It's a point-and-click adventure game. We are trying to find his friend from the Air Force back in World War II. And right now, we're also investigating the suicide of Lily Myers, who killed herself in 1975, and we are at her house with her mother and her mentally disabled son. We should go to church. I don't know why that's not a location yet.
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out. There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my god on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day.
Oh, because it's a snowball. What? Oh, when hell freezes over. But it'd be frozen. He'd be ice skating. He wouldn't be on using a snowblower. I don't think she understands theology. If the universe is so big, then why won't it fight me? Sure. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to look this up. Just give me. I'm just gonna try for a couple more minutes, and then we'll just look up what we have to do.
Something was special about that girl. I just know it.
Something special about her brother. Have I missed something? Well, that's the only other thing, but
There has to be some way to find out who bought those paintings. Maybe I can jog Sue's memory somehow.
Let's talk to her again, and then we'll go back to the attic,
I had
and if
a
not
few more
that, we'll
questions,
just look
Sue.
it up.
Shoot.
No reason. I already showed. It was no.
Okay, I don't
I think I'm
there's
sure
anything we can do. Oh, you start playing Nier Automata? How is it? I'm going to the Nier concert on the 25th. That'll be fun. Okay.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
I wonder if there's something we can do.
Oh, gee, I would, but
I don't think you would wear a swimsuit swimming, Kathy. Sorry that it's off to a slow start. I thought we would be able to get through. I thought it was gonna actually progress the story, but let's go upstairs and almost certainly not find anything remotely related to any of this. Coffee cup.
yeah. Various books. An old type.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Sorry if that ruins the experience, but, Oh, yeah, Nier Automata, for the past 3 years, they've been doing concerts of music from the game, and I wanted to go to this one because it's probably going to be the last time they do it, because the game came out almost 3 years ago. Yeah, the soundtrack of the game. Obviously, you know what Nier has its own very unique soundtrack. Okay, we have to show her a photo of soldiers. What? Do we need to get her? What do we have in our? Where do we get the soldiers' pictures?
Oh.
Yeah, alright, Grandma.
Grandpa and his. Some woman dressed. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. Planes.
In the briefcase, okay. The last point and click the last point and click adventure game I played was in a cereal box. Not even joking. That's funny. I tried the first 10 minutes of Loom and I couldn't get into it. But,
nah, nothing else in there.
Nothing else in there. Damn it. Read the notebook. Where is the photo of soldiers? We're supposed to find that. Maybe we already searched the desk.
I've already searched that.
Where the heck is it? Oh. Is it this one?
Nothing.
Dang it.
Various
Are you
books
kidding
and.
me? Okay. Ask her for the photo of soldiers. Where is that supposed to be?
Some kind of winter forests. Dogfighting.
Rex, if you can just look up what I'm supposed to do and please tell me. Because we're going to need 2 walkthroughs for this one. I'm very embarrassed and I'm very sorry. Wait a minute. Was that the... Jeez. Is that what's on the wheelchair? Nothing. Alright, whatever. Because apparently, like, this is at the end of the first day. So after we do this, we should be done, and like the story will progress.
Oh.
Because we don't have a photo of... Oh my god. Alright, I'm an idiot. That's why.
I had a few...
Shoot.
Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of
Okay.
these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back
What?
in the day.
He was probably,
And-
what, 10, 20 years older than you?
No
I did-
way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here,
The
but
logic
there's no
kind of makes
mistaking
sense
that
because
ear and
it's a
nose.
group of
Are
other
you
people.
sure?
It's a little
I'm positive, little
bit of a
cat. That's the
stretch,
guy
I
who
think.
walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
Okay.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade.
See, I was definitely right that it had to do. It has something to do. That this is in some way related to Charles.
No reason to show her that.
Where did we get this overexposed picture?
I think I'm
anyway?
gonna head off.
Sure thing.
But yeah, if you didn't know what happened is my inventory has more stuff than I thought it did because you just have to click this button and I didn't know that because I'm an idiot. Get the Catmobile.
She was born a 76 Corley Motors, but there aren't many original parts left. Took me a couple of years to make her perfect. It's the Catmobile, my custom chopper bike. Plenty.
Probably not anymore. We keep going back and forth everywhere. Alright, apparently we also have to show Grandma the overexposed picture. Okay. I don't even remember where we got the overexposed picture from. Was it one of the things we stole from the police station?
Oh.
Yeah, Graham. It's third time in the past few minutes. Alright.
Mind if we talk for...
No.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright.
Oh, that was in
Perhaps
the
something was
briefcase.
wrong with the
Alright.
camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
I'm awfully sorry.
That's quite all right, Grandma.
Joseph was always deeply affected by the tragedy of others. In any case...
Okay. Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that.
Okay, we showed the key, we showed the newspaper clipping,
I got the dictaphone already. I already showed... I don't want to show her that. Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Yes, we did call the Air Force Base already. We pretended to be a cop. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're supposed to call... I read something in the walkthrough as well. We're apparently also supposed to call them from the police station. And there is a link that I think I could have figured out. It's just I didn't remember it. Is that when we told them that we were a cop... when we told them that we were a cop, it said, like, hey lady, we can track your, we can track your,
How can I help, boss?
caller ID. And so, yes, impersonating an officer is a felony. So is stealing from a police station. But yeah, they're gonna now track the caller ID to the police station because we're gonna get this bum for a third time.
Looks cramped.
Distract Lenny. You're a monarchist, but all the old EU houses are shills. Why should I support them? I don't know. Like, you learn. I wouldn't agree. I know. Looking up the Hohenzollerns have recently, the head of Prince Georg Friedrich recently demanded that one of the old Hohenzollern palaces and a bunch of their stuff, including the crown, be given back to them from the public, because right now they're owned by the German government, and he's like, hey, this is rightfully ours. And the Habsburgs are okay. Edward Habsburg is the Hungarian ambassador to the Vatican, and his cousin Ferdinand Habsburg is like a cool race car driver. Like, they seem like really nice people, actually. He's liked one of my tweets before. It's great.
Could you...
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know.
You lie. There's no puking. Also, I mean, letting what's left of the...
He's having some kind of fit in there.
Royal houses
Not
of Europe
again.
come back. No, the Habsburgs are not the ultimate EU shills. What are you talking about? I mean, none of them could be worse than the current order. All right, let's use the phone. Pick up the phone. McConnell Air Force Base. We're going to lie to the U.S. military, tell them we're a cop so we can get information.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
All right, let's talk to him about Lily Myers.
I don't see a reason to ask him about...
Oh, come on, let's talk to him about art.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
Should we threaten to report him? Let's call him sexist. Okay, let's do it.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just
because
I'm
a woman, right?
Right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos.
There's two other people
Relax,
in the police
okay?
department. What are you
I'll
talking
check the
about?
files.
Oh wait, she's
It's
lying.
555-7641.
Damn
Thanks, buddy.
straight. Look at that smile. Alrighty then. So we got the Wade residence. Let's... Yeah, no, we're not gonna call him on the base. No, we're not. No, we're talking to the secretary at the Air Force Base. Rain residence. We're calling Chucky Wade. Now we're cooking with gas. Is this game confirming accusations of sexism are baseless? Probably. Because this is either made by an SJW or it's made by somebody making fun of that type of character. Alright. Wade. Suck it. Pick up!
Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore.
What?
What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But
this conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he
why
wants
does
to
she have
talk
a
to you,
British
it's not
accent?
going to happen.
Or maybe it's just like really wealthy
what a
old money
stuck-up,
American.
overclass witch.
Bitch.
Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another. It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Okay. I don't really like that the game is kind of automatic, or kind of has this thing where you have to do this set of, I don't know. I was talking about that earlier. I don't know where it's set. I'm guessing somewhere in the northern half of the U.S. So
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow, what a mystery. So what's the plan now?
Call the Scooby Gang. The plan? There is no plan. Alright, let's be Miss Nihilist. No, some shut-eye is the plan. I'm about to pass out. Yeah, she did this all in one day. It doesn't seem like that much. I mean, because it probably seems like longer because we were going back and forth so often. But yeah, I don't really like that it's making it, you have to do this specific set of steps. Like, you essentially have to do things until you run out of things to do, and then it just says, okay, now it's time to sleep, and it's the next day. I do like that this is set and this is separated into different days, so it has like a nice kind of natural checkpoint, and like it feels a little more realistic. Because I think that's what they're going for. I don't think it's aliens, because like it's making it kind of realistic that in like most adventure games, things take the only time actually passes is when it's like it arbitrarily like knocks out the character or something. But yeah, like if you could at least just kind of push a button, or like there was an option to leave, and like until you finish everything. Kath will just say, no, I still have some investigating to do before I go home. My family is WASP. We came here in the 1600s. Let's just say this.
Some shut-eye is the plan. I'm about to pass out.
Oh, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
The mystery.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Nighty.
Good night, Kat.
Is he in love with us? Is that gonna be a twist?
Hey, Kathy, wake up!
You are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
This is a gigantic
Guess what?
dorm
I got
room.
an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Hacker Dave.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, that's really funny. Yeah, no dorm room is that small, or is gonna be that
Are
big.
you
It
sure
also
you want
looks
to
like
do
it
this,
has
Kathy?
bunk beds.
You still have time if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me.
What is this?
But please.
Oh my
don't tell
god.
my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
Oh no. Is this an abortion thing? Nobody has to know. Oh no. Oh god. Nobody has to know. Pretend it's... I don't like either of these.
Nobody has to know. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine.
Let's just write this.
This is evil. If this is us...
Ugh, I hate that dream.
Okay, it's a dream. Let's just pretend... let's hope it's not an actual memory and just pretend it's a dream. I guess if it is, we're horrible.
Class.
We're a way
too.
worse person than I originally thought.
Nah.
Like in the hope that I still want this to like this character in the end, we are going to pretend right now that that was a dream and that did not actually happen. Because I want to like Kathy.
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek.
I was not recommended this game. Ross Scott from Accursed Farms occasionally notifies like people that are on his Discord or on Twitter of games that are out for free, and so this was one of them. So I got this game for free.
Oh, what's this? Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is Angel Love without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software.
Hacker Dave.
I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time?
Let's just smoke on the keyboard.
Oh, it's like she actually uses the space bar. Shit. Looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well,
What
shouldn't
movie?
be too hard to guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name.
Oh boy. Oh no, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Oh, Ross's movie that he's making. Well, if it ever comes out, I hope I enjoy it, and I hope it's good, because he's like been working himself insane trying to make that thing. He originally said back in 2015 the movie, he'd be lucky if the movie was done in 2017 at the earliest. Ross Scott from Accursed Farms, he runs it's a really fun YouTube channel that talks about very weird, obscure games, and he also did a series called Freeman's Mind, where it was like narrating over Half-Life and now Half-Life 2 Freeman's thoughts, and makes him into a neurotic, crazy person.
Nah, I have nowhere I need to go right now.
Okay, we're gonna call Hacker Dave. That does not look like a phone. I am gonna see 1917 in probably in the next week or so. Probably in the next couple days, actually. Hacker Dave, I'm just guessing, Hacker Dave's gonna be a stereotypical nerd, isn't he?
Yeah?
Hey, I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Ellie who?
Eileen. Red hair, glasses, speaks so fast her gums ache.
Perfect waifu.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You
thought
must have
it
a
was
hearing disorder.
Errol.
You must have a thinking disorder.
Oh, damn.
Burn.
I like this guy.
Wow. Just wow. So, the software?
Oh, yeah. No, can't. Not really.
I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to get pirated software, but not anymore. There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were revoked.
You need to use
Me and Clyde,
incognito
the
mode.
campus IT guy, don't really see eye to eye. We used to play bocce together, and let's just say he is one sore loser.
Why not patch things up with Clyde? Let's do
Can't
that.
you just patch things up with the guy?
No way, he's such an ass. He even thinks TNG is better than the original series.
He's right.
He thinks the what is better than the what?
Star Trek.
I know, right? Can you believe that guy?
All right, so this is okay, cool, because this is before nerd culture became super mainstream. And oh yeah, somebody tweeted out saying like or something about like what thoughts on Star Trek, and I basically said that my view of Star Trek is you either you either come away from Star Trek. You either watch Star Trek and come to the conclusion. What did I say? When you watch Star Trek, you either come to the conclusion that the Federation is either evil or amazing because it is the embodiment of a future secular liberalism. Can't you just hack your way in? Look, all right. Yeah, the Federation does
Can't you just hack
suck.
your way back in somehow? Isn't that what you do?
He blocked the Ethernet port in my room. I don't even have physical access.
How?
Don't you ever leave your room? Use a computer in the library or something. Aren't they connected to the network?
No, there are cameras in there. Clyde is just waiting for me to make a move so he can get me expelled.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake. Let's figure this out.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew
okay.
have fixed this
Only an
mystery in
admin
about
account
5
can change
seconds.
The access ports. The only way to even theoretically crack one would be if Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And... Ooh, I got an idea.
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
That sounds especially stupid.
Well, not crash it, just crash it a little, then call Clyde. Clyde will come over to fix it. If you're lucky, then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards, you can use some of my tools to find and crack the password locally.
Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
How does this
No
help
way.
us find
I
Charles
have
Wade?
severe IBS, it just wouldn't work.
IBS? What the hell is that?
You seriously
I
wanna
don't know what that is either,
I'll have my
so...
buddy drop off everything you need. It's not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software. Quid pro quo, Clarice.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see.
I actually have no idea what on earth we just happened. I'm guessing we're going to get some... What the... Let's put the envelope... Is this our Hogwarts acceptance letter? I guess we have to go help this guy hack a computer. Envelope.
There was a floppy disk in there with a note taped to the back.
Alright, let's go use the computer. Oh, I don't want to have to log in. Can we leave now? Okay, we can.
Nah, I have nowhere I need to go right now.
We're gonna have to use her computer, aren't we?
Eileen borrowed it from school.
Just noticed the SJW is running on Blue Pill OS, yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're right, you weren't just joking. Oh my. Blue Pill operating system. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's a point-and-click adventure game. What do you mean?
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
Okay. I think I may have figured out what the password is. Let's try some version of her name, right? Mildred. Shice. There we go. It was Angel Love. That was it. We have to combine the bloody floppy disk with the combine floppy disk with the computer. You know, apparently I learned that floppy disks, because I remember I used them for some school projects at the very end, like in the early 2000s, right at the very end when people still used them. And those things apparently, like, the really early hard disks and early floppy disks worked really well. Like they were built to last. But I guess as CDs became more and more prominent, people just they just stopped caring, or the companies that were making them just like made them more and more cheaply to the point where they would only last like a few months or a year.
No use doing that before Clyde is logged in.
Okay, so we're trying to corrupt the hard... I like how there's just a button that says corrupt hard drive MBR. Yes, let's corrupt it. Are you sure this computer will be... Yeah, whatever.
No use doing...
Okay.
Alright, time for some expert help.
I don't even know what we're doing. Yeah, if less people are buying them, you're going to reduce cost to compensate. Exactly. Angle echelon. Is that marks and angles, or? We broke a computer. Okay. Primary slave? What? Floppy found starting Phoenix operating system. Okay.
No use doing that.
No MBR. Since the dev is the I don't know the dev of the developer of this game. I don't really care. Okay, now what? Let's try calling the guy again. Let's bother the Air Force Base again.
Yeah?
Hey, it's me again.
Can't talk right now. In the middle of the game.
What?
Douche. Color printer. Super. It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, sorry, my dog's barking. Call Clyde. How do we call Clyde?
Hi, Kat. Feel free to... My password is Angel Love. If you call my friend Dave at 555 to supersite that missing...
Okay, let's use the... Oh, forgot the... This isn't as good as the first stream, I'm sorry. Yeah, my opinion of this game is starting to go down quite a bit. It might just because I'm bad.
No use doing that before Clyde is logged in.
Oh, Yeah, how do we call Clyde? Where do we know his number? We don't get his number. Do we have his number? Let's try it. I'm sorry. We don't have his number, huh?
It's labeled.
Does anybody know what to do? I'm mad.
Yeah.
Hey, it's douche.
Okay, none of that. Can we leave?
Nah,
This is so stupid. Did we soft lock ourselves? Are we gonna have to reload? Did it if this has an autosave, I'd be okay with that, but alright, checking that. No. Sorry. Okay, well, shice. Well, yeah, it says use the floppy disk and select corrupt drive and then call Clyde, but we don't know Clyde's phone number. Where do we get his phone number? Like, we don't have any way of calling him. How do we call him? Let me see if I can find a different one. I might have soft locked myself. Okay, it's at the back of the floppy disk. How are we supposed to know that?
It's labeled
Read instructions.
1. Boot 2. Use the corrupt 3. Call Clyde at 555-814. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde, and he'll have to take care of it.
Okay, we get that, but what are we actually trying to do? Can anybody tell me what we're actually trying to do? Because I am completely lost on that. Maybe Clyde will fix it. Yeah, Clyde will fix everything.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Broke a computer.
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system failure with an error code on the screen.
Probably a hard drive failure.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
Of course, this is what he looks like. He looks like Dwight Schrute. Or no, he looks like the guy from Office Space.
Oh my, now how did this happen?
I have no idea. It was like this when I started it up this morning.
We're the worst person
let's have a
ever.
look.
We're always lying. We stole from the police. We may have murdered somebody.
And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead. I'll wait.
Okay. apparently we need to use different login.
Works like a charm. No problem.
I'll be sure.
Oh god, we have to apparently. Yeah, we have to lock the account.
Shit. I have to.
So Rex, do you have any idea why we're doing any of this or what the point of this is? I really want to know why we're doing this. Like, I don't have a problem with I just want to know. Yeah, Clyde, our bloody computer's back. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't work. Our computer's fine.
IT.
Never mind.
Oh, God. I am such a bad streamer. I am bad at games. And we have to turn on the freaking... We have to use the boot disk again. Combine boot disk with computer. Okay, it's... Alright, Rex says I think it's to get software to analyze the overexposed photo. What? Alright, corrupt hard drive. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Exit and shut down.
And presto, good as new. You go ahead.
Okay, that's nice. It skipped for me. Alright. We have to put anything but her password. Okay. No. Contact IT for assistance.
Oh, now look what I did.
For crying out loud.
This bitch.
Let me try to log in with my account.
Okay, so we need to get him to log in the IT account.
Okay,
so they can
everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Oh, I'll try.
We've contacted him again, and we've just thrown the computer onto the floor.
Phase 1 complete.
Okay. Let's look at what we're supposed to do again.
1. Boot your computer using the blue floppy. 2. Use the corrupt MBR utility to crash the file system of the 3. Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen. 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. That's it. And
okay. Now I think we can. Now I got it. Hopefully I'm gonna stream longer today because of this. All right. Extract the admin successor. Use admin password gadget. Oh no, I thought the password was admin. Okay. Exit and shut down. Use the computer. This is so repetitive. No, we are not using Eileen's. We are using admin and gadget. And this apparently will let us use laser satellites or something. I don't know. Willkommen, Clyde. Scanner. Network settings. Dorm. Okay. What was... Dang it, what was it? Aha! On.
all right, that should do it.
My favorite founding father is probably John Adams, because he was the most conservative, and yeah, he was the most conservative among them. He was kind of the polar opposite of that horrible man Thomas Jefferson. Okay, now scanner. All right. Yay! All right, now what do we do afterwards?
1, 2, 3, 4. Now comes the crew. 5. Reboot. 6. Reboot. 7. Look for some kind of tool to remote. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere...
Okay, let's try calling... let's try calling his... Dave. Hacker Dave. Answer the phone.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You got
Chicken
it?
butt.
Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! Figuratively, that is.
Sure.
I am so gonna get back at Clyde now.
Why would people hit on us anyway? We're horrible.
Not telling, buddy.
Oh, my favorite
Saving those
president
for a
is
rainy
Nixon.
day.
Nixon was
I suppose
based.
this nice floppy I've prepared for you stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo, Dave.
Fine, I'll have it dropped off at your room. God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clyde-ette.
Ooh, Clyde.
That is the worst insult I've ever heard. Later, Dave.
I don't know why. It's just the animation of that envelope just being shoved through is kind of funny to me. Pick up second envelope.
I'll just get rid of these notes now. I don't need them anymore.
Burn them.
There was a floppy disk inside. Empty scanner. Okay. And yeah, so we're gonna have to scan the photo. All right, Rex, you don't have to tell me what to do unless I ask now. Combine overexposed picture with the scanner. Why would a scanner help us? It's fine. So okay, this, from what I got, this is what we helped Dave get his computer unlocked or something, or we got his internet back online by getting Clyde to log in, and then we logged in as him, and so now in exchange for that, he gave us the floppy disk that lets us use the scanner software, which makes absolutely no sense. I do not think JFK stole the election from Nixon. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if... I have heard Johnson may have been involved in trying to kill JFK. Johnson is, of course, probably the worst president we've... Well, no. Woodrow Wilson... Johnson was the second worst, and then Woodrow Wilson was absolutely the worst president ever. Not even just for World War I, for setting up the Federal Reserve. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Admin. Ah, that beautiful sound. Brighten picture. Hack FBI. Color printer.
Oh, we have to...
It's some advanced...
Alright, we have to print out the picture. Sorry, let's do it again. Magic computer algorithms, exactly. Computer, use computer. I'm the worst streamer. Tools, can we use the printer? VoiceForge, image analyzer software installed. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Brightness. Oh. Oh my god. No. No. No, no. How is this even... It's a physical photo that had any... No! Oh, no. Oh, no. No. It's aliens,
What the hell is that? Ball lightning?
It is aliens. I was right.
I'll print the whole picture for now, but there's probably more to find.
It might not just be aliens, but it's gotta... Something is obviously very supernatural or paranormal about this. I said it was aliens, like, as a joke. Like, oh, it's not gonna be... No, apparently it's aliens or some paranormal activity for... Alright. Well, this is gonna get a lot more wacky. It's like, yeah, let's have the dream about us getting an abortion. But no, it's the wacky ghost spirits in the woods.
I'll just get rid of the original picture now, since I have the restored version anyway.
What is it about...
Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I picked up yesterday.
Why is it... You often, like, in a lot of, like, pop culture or a lot of kind of consensus or what people think about aliens, they always have, like, psionic or psychic powers for some reason. Like, isn't the fact that they're alien beings with super advanced technology enough? Like, that's the whole thing about...
I have nowhere I need to go right now.
Yeah, you do. You gotta go investigate stuff, Kathy. Like in XCOM, like one of the big things of the aliens is they have psychic or psionic powers. Yeah, come on, we only need Nazis, and the Nazis tried to work with aliens, and our grandfather bombed their evil secret base because he was a bomber pilot in World War II. It all makes sense.
A printed picture of the strange smoky lights. Now that I look at them, they remind me of something.
What did we pick up yesterday? Oh my goodness.
It's the brochure that priest gave me. There's also an address. Huh.
Is it the church? Look at the church has 3 balls on it.
I have no idea why this isn't at the bottom. Maybe because it looks like it could... Not that I need yet another reason for the Lord to strike me down.
Ugh.
Something was special about...
Combine with...
Something was special about...
To hell with this woman, yes. Alright. I'm just gonna look at what we have to do one more time, and then I am not using it again. Even the walkthrough says, yes, the scanner is magical. The sound file? Apparently we have to use the sound file. Let's use it again. Are video game characters e-girls? Not all of them. Apparently we have to use this. I thought like VoiceForge was just a... Can we use the photo? Unknown file format. We can fuck him. We can fuck with him. I'm sorry for the language.
Nah, I'll leave it open.
Oh, come on. Alright. We need a voice file as well? What? Is it the dictaphone or...
That action doesn't seem productive. The tapes can be put directly in the scanner.
They can be used on the scanner. This is... It really is a magical... It really is magical. How on earth would... Okay, your scanner... People don't know, but your scanner is used to, you know, scan things, and the quality ends up worse. No, I'm fine with the idea that there's software that enhances and can restore photos like that. But how is like using the tape gonna fix this? Like, what on earth is this? Okay, where's the file? Where's the file? We have to also use the... No, we have to use the scanner. I'm bad at video games. Tape in VoiceForge. Tape answering machine.wave.
Okay, Erica Wade. Let's see if we can't motivate you to hear me out.
Huh. After beep.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
I don't think I need to
Okay, so we want to try and get... Wait. What are we trying to do? Oh, we apparently also have to analyze. How do they scan it? Do they physically pull out the tape? I guess so. I mean, because cassettes were basically the way cassette tapes work is, you know, they just have it's the same way CDs work. It's just analog sound etched into the tape. So I guess they could rearrange it, but that's a especially for 1995 that there's some way you could have a commercially available scanner that could analyze the sound patterns imprinted on cassette tapes. No. Sorry. Okay. Analyze image. Brightness, now it can do this. Brightness anomalies form a tilted equilateral. Yeah, we know there's 3 balls.
That shape has to be significant somehow.
It's a triangle.
I don't want to print that part of the image.
Okay.
You've reached
I don't
the
think I
Rain
need to
residence.
manipulate this.
Leave a message after the beep.
Okay. And apparently the software can also just can word for word translate sound recording. And this is from 25 years ago.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call.
I should probably greet my intended recipient first.
Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
Internal error. What? Oh my. Okay. That
What
is
the
creepy.
hell?
That's
Calm
scary.
down, Kathy. Think. Just think.
It
has to be some sick
really,
joke left in the program by
that was
Dave.
Good.
Yeah, that must be it. He is one twisted fuck.
Okay, yeah, again, that was a really good way of scaring us. It's not like a normal jump scare. It's like I like so far it's wow. That was really good. It's from Stack. That's cool.
I don't think I need to manipulate. I don't think I need to manipulate this.
At least you can just kind of brute force this part, because I still don't really know what I'm doing.
I don't think I need to manipulate.
But it's obviously part of this, but...
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me, too.
Alright, let's try the other tape.
The tapes can be put directly in.
Wait, where's the other? Oh, here it is.
I don't see any need to scan this tape.
Oh, okay. So the other one is more useful. What? Never mind. Like, now it might work, but, like, kind of the charm is that it's set in the 90s and you can't just, like, use your smartphone for everything, and it's kind of nostalgic, you know? Clyde. You've reached the Rain residence.
Leave a message after the beep.
I don't think I need to manipulate.
So what are we trying to do then? Let me look this up. Call Charles, come... Alright.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her
I should
firstborn.
probably greet my
It's a
intended
boy.
recipient first.
Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit.
So, okay, we're trying to convince their... Yeah, we're trying to convince his, daughter, to call us. Or something. I'm just looking it up. I don't care. Once we get out of this, I'm really not going to use the help anymore. Okay, so it wants us to call her us.
I should let the recipient know who is speaking with this voice.
Okay, hello, Kathy. Hello, Erica. It's... Let's be Joseph. It's a ghost talking to him. It's Charles. Call Kathy.
I should probably mention myself, Kathy Rain.
Okay, we need her last name. All right, that makes sense. Rain. There we go.
Almost. Just a few more tweaks.
Editing together words won't sound off at all, yeah. Click, click, click.
That should work.
Normalizing voice patterns. Hello, Erica. Message successfully exported to
All right, the
tape.
forged message should now be at the end of the original tape.
Okay. Let's print out the tape. We also have a 3D. What is a recommend me a classic work from American literature? Herman Melville? I don't know. I don't really like, but I'm not a big reader. I'm sorry. I did recently get Storm of Steel by Ernst Jünger. Read that. No, we don't want the computer.
It's some advanced.
Yeah.
I don't see how those.
You've reached Erica Wade.
That action doesn't seem.
What do you mean?
I don't see how.
Use it? My favorite conspiracy theory is ancient civilizations, because it's the one that is the most possible to be true. Because modern humans have been around for what, 200,000 years? And we've only had modern the civilization that we know of. Hold on. Now what do we do? I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, we just have to call her. But yeah, ancient civilizations, like, and like, all, like, imagine there could be something like Atlantis or some ancient civilization anywhere in the world that maybe 100,000 years ago humans developed, like, a whole civilization that lasted for thousands of years, and it all just kind of collapsed, and, like, it all just turned into ruins, and just below our feet there could be where a massive empire used to be that was super advanced. Because I think theoretically it's possible, but okay.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants.
I didn't say that.
Bye.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain. I spoke to your father. He asked me to get in touch with you and said he would call ahead. You can reach me at 555-8352.
We got her number,
Bye.
chat.
Your move, Erica.
Hey, best girl.
Oh, hello there, Mildred.
Mildred.
Hi yourself, Agatha.
Oh.
What? How'd you?
Dang.
Oh, never mind.
I know your social security number too.
Oh, God. Soon you'll start stealing my clothes and then walk around and then
No,
pretending
she would
to be
never
me.
try and do that.
Who says I haven't done that already?
Okay, I admit that's pretty funny.
So anyway, how did things go with Dave?
We're dating
Pretty
now.
good. I had to sabotage your computer.
What?
You had to what?
Oh, chill outy. It was just a tiny little thing. I just needed an excuse for the IT guy to come by so I could
We're a
steal
horrible
his password.
person.
Clyde? But he's so nice. Why'd you want to steal his password?
So I
It's
could
a
use your
long
magic
story.
scanner that you got from the future.
And then I used Mr. Wade's
Wade's
synthesized
blah, blah.
voice to craft this fake message, which I left on her
And then
answering
Demon
machine.
spoke to me on the telephone.
Now that's
or
some
on the
out-of-the-box thinking.
Yep, just might be silly enough to work.
Yeah. Anyhow, feel free to keep using my computer. I need to do some homework anyway.
Sounds good. I think I'll have another crack at analyzing the picture of the lights. Maybe I can find some clue
Okay,
as
at
to where
least
it
it's
was
like
taken.
letting us know
There's
what we're
also
supposed
something
to do.
strangely familiar about those lights. I have a nagging feeling that it has something to do with what I found yesterday.
It's the church. You dumb bimbo, it's the church.
Wow, the church
Ha,
logo
ha,
looks pretty
ha.
similar to the smoky lights. I might have to visit them after all.
Finally.
Nah, I have nowhere.
What do you mean? Oh, we have to call the church. No, most churches just let you visit them. Of course, Kathy wouldn't know that, would she? Call the church. Where's the church? Oh, wait, we're going to talk to our religious friend about the church. Huey Long was based. I would have voted for him, absolutely. Every man a king, every woman a thought.
Have a look at this brochure, E.
I go to that church.
Yeah, what about it?
Doesn't that logo look a lot like the three lights in the forest?
Wow, yeah, you're right. You should go pay the church a visit.
This
That's the
church
plan.
that I probably
Gonna
went
do
to
that
is
tomorrow.
a cult. Oh my god. Can we please leave our dorm room?
Nah,
No.
I have nowhere.
I want to leave.
Hey, E, check this out.
Wow, they're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now, that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
No, it's aliens.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend.
What?
She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
Oh, the pagans. Isn't it your Christian duty to consider people like her to be heathens? Absolutely.
Isn't it your Christian duty to consider people
Purge
like
the
her to
heretics.
be heathens?
Oh, I doubt she could ever be more of a heathen than you
Oh,
are.
damn.
Huh. I guess you've got a point.
Man, she's just getting better and better. I want to leave. Can we combine the church brochure with the scanner?
No use in scanning that.
Oh, God. Okay, so apparently we're supposed to get a call from Erica. Let's try and call her again. I would not name my son Wilhelm. I'm not.
Nah,
that
the
much
trap
of a
is already
larper.
set. Hopefully she'll call me back.
What do you mean? Let's call our dorm room.
Not that I don't love the sound of my own voice, but
When is she gonna call us? When is she gonna call it? Let's talk to Eileen. That'll probably let it happen.
hey, E, got it.
Sure thing, Cap.
Okay, let's ask her about all of this.
Any ideas about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
No.
Beats me. Maybe he found what he was looking for. Or it found him.
Did you just quote a tagline from one of those cheesy horror novels?
Which this certainly
Maybe.
isn't one of those.
I wonder what was so special about Lily Myers. Well, besides her being a talented artist who drowned herself in a lake.
I bet there's some secret about her art. Let's hope Charles Wade has some answers.
What do you think of this cocky person?
Well, he had a big
Well,
cock.
the nickname makes me think of...
Oh my gosh, I was right.
You know, boy parts.
And you call yourself a Christian. So, what's your take on this Charles Wade?
I'm not sure. He sounded like a super nice guy on that tape, but media says that he's a ruthless businessman.
Well, the media is all.
The tape is over 2 decades
corrupt and
old.
evil,
Maybe
so-
he's changed.
Either that or he is very different in his private life. Hard to know without
Maybe
actually
he's
seeing
Batman. Wayne, huh?
What do you think of Lily Myers' art?
I actually looked her up this morning, and I couldn't find any records of her being recognized as an artist.
Shame.
Yeah, I doubt there was ever a chance for that to happen. Wade bought everything shortly after she died.
Okay,
I only
so
got a chance
it
to
is
see this
confirmed
one
Wade
picture.
bought all of her
It wasn't
art.
all that bad, but nothing breathtaking.
Well, maybe there's more to her art than meets the eye. Something Wade knew, and we're missing.
Yeah, maybe. What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like an okay bunch to me. Just your regular old Christians, my kind of crowd.
What denomination are
That's just
they,
it.
Eileen?
They seem a bit too normal. And there's that logo, too.
It could just be a coincidence, Kathy. The Holy Trinity is typically portrayed as a
Yeah,
triangle.
but it's just 3 balls.
I don't
That's
believe
not
in
how the
coincidences,
Trinity-
E. I believe in action and reaction.
Gee, you sound like a starship captain.
Oh my gosh,
Captain
she's a
Rain of the
geek, too.
USS
She is a
Dignity.
real waifu.
Here to save the galaxy.
Oh, please, kill me now.
Okay. Okay, so now what?
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
When does Eileen call us? I want to leave.
Hey, E, got a...
Sure thing.
Let's keep doing this. Blah, blah, blah.
I already showed her that.
You did? Oh boy.
I don't need to show her that.
Hmm.
I found this old picture of Grandpa at my grandparents' place.
That's nice. He looks really happy
She
there.
sounds really
Yep.
upset.
I wonder what made
she
him
does
leave
not
the
want
Air
to talk
Force.
to us anymore.
He was in a war, you know? That kind of thing tends to scar people for life.
I suppose.
There is a great quote by some old British guy. He says, like, I don't get what the big deal
I
is
should get
about
back
all
to
this
the investigation.
PTSD. I shot 3
Okie
Germans
dokie.
at a wonderful time. Hmm. Let's try and analyze the thing again.
I already have a copy.
Mm-hmm. Analyze, blah, blah, blah. What are we supposed to do? Network settings.
No.
Come on. Come on. Well, Protestantism in general, you can start your own denomination based on whatever you believe in.
It's just Eileen.
Exactly.
I already showed. I don't need to show. I already showed her that. Trust me, I've tried. E is the epitome of. She basically rejects everything awesome.
There's nothing. Look, chat, there's nothing awesome about cigarettes, but there's everything awesome about alcohol.
I don't need to.
Okay.
The similarity between the church.
Why can't.
Something was special.
Okay.
Charles Wade.
Does anybody know what we're supposed to do? Play a better game. No, I think the mystery is interesting. The flower? What? I swear, we're getting out of this room tonight.
Unusual flower over there, though. Never seen anything like it. Maybe worth printing?
I love those old sounds. People make music with old printers and floppy
Okay,
drives
I'm
like
pretty
this.
sure that's all there is to find in this picture.
Thank goodness. Eileen, Erica, come on. After you return to the room. Okay, so we have to also show her.
Things are shaping up. I'm starting to get some good leads on the picture of the 3 lights.
Cool. Is there anything I can help with?
Yeah, get me
Well,
out of
my
this
side
room.
of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
Well, why don't you clean it, bitch?
I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
Go to the library.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie. I'll grab my books and get cracking.
All right, see you in a bit.
We're so mean. We're such a bad person. We're also putting. She has no interest or anything to do with this investigation, but then we're putting this work on her.
Hey!
Hi.
So,
What
any
resolution
progress
is
with
the
the
image?
search?
16-bit.
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken. And, good work,
This
Eileen.
was really bad.
Happy to help.
This was really hard to figure out what was supposed to happen.
Oh, hang on. I'll go get that.
Finally.
Okie dokie.
Let's not answer the phone.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
Let's accept her
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together.
Remember when we firebombed
In a way,
Dresden?
Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I think this probably is
I don't remember any of
somewhere in
that.
New England, because these sound like
matter, you were
old
so
money
little then.
wasp
Erica, I have to ask,
that have kind of
why
a
were
slight
you so
accent.
defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth.
What?
Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds.
What are you talking about?
What
If
happened to your
one of your
grandfather
friends
was
is
the
wealthy, you
final
don't just
nail
say,
in the
oh, they're
coffin.
rich now, I don't like
Father
them
just couldn't
anymore.
bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing. But other than that, not much. We never knew the family.
Well, she's an artist and her brother's an autist.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
So is our university right near where we're supposed to be investigating? Because that's oddly convenient. Maybe that's the... That makes her even worse, because, like, we didn't even take the time to leave our... Like, we didn't dress up at all for the funeral, so we look like a horrible bitch. And we only went because our college is close by. Like, I kind of wish that the game let you leave, like, you just started out in your dorm room, and then, like, you just hold up in, at your grandparents' house, because I want to stay for a few days and I want to help investigate.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
The plague.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes. It's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
I bet when we meet Charles, I would love it. We go up to him, and he says, "Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor." I'm gonna get, like, I'm getting this kind of Andrew Ryan vibe from him.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind, let me tell you that.
Like her.
Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Burn them all.
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband
What kind of a small town is
Anything
this?
out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
What kind of church?
Okay, that's all I need.
Very well. Feel...
All right. Wade is in Conwell.
Wade is in Conwell Springs.
That
All
was
right.
Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way.
No
Small
gods,
miracle
no
they managed to
kings,
keep it out of
no
the press.
oxygen.
Yeah, I suppose you're returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will
Oh, we like
crush you.
Scrabble. Yeah, that makes sense.
Turning your pawn into a queen, is that
What
the plan,
the
buddy
hell
boy?
is this?
You know me, I'm always playing the long game, old friend.
Okay.
That may be, but you're running out of pieces. First you lost your queen,
This
then
took
you're
an
not.
interesting twist.
All that matters is the king. Delusional as always. The king is dead.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. Check.
Is this this does look like an evil version of the cabin. What the hell just happened? Okay, so those were two
Good
very
morning,
different,
sunshine.
different dreams.
Please tell me I
guess.
dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
Now
3
you
times in
dreamed
a row.
hellscape
Rub it
later.
in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Please do.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser.
Oh, sorry. I just had to
So
check
what's the
something.
plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at...
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just checking something with the...
At it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right, yeah.
So, okay, the first day, we're at the, we drive our motorcycle all the way to our grandfather's funeral, go all the way around Conwell Springs, back and forth, do all this stuff, and then, like, that encompasses the whole day, and then the second day is just, we use a computer and do some weird techno magic, and call somebody. And that's the whole day. All right. Don't we have classes?
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
We'll play for an hour longer until I get bored, because I am genuinely interested in this. All right, thank goodness the game's finally opened up. Hey, it's the same bum. Thanks for your help helping us steal from police. You're gonna be complicit in the crime. Look at bum.
It's that homeless guy who helped me distract Lenny.
So this does not scream to me tiny little town that only has enough population for one church. That's only if, like, there's a couple hundred people in the town. I'm guessing Conwell Springs gotta have, like, a few thousand. And they have one church? It better be a big church. And I guess everyone's the same religion.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
Well, we do have more brains than, like, Leisure Suit Larry or any of the other crowd, because any Sierra character would absolutely sift through the garbage can.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Oh, it also has homeless people?
That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
Oh.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Don't give it to him.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic, then.
And if
so cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you, anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Oh.
All right. No. I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
They would say, okay, in a Sierra game, they would also say, like, you would have to earn the $7 in some sort of stupid minigame, and we would have to, every time we meet somebody, we would have to say our full name. We would have to say, I'm Kathy Rain. Kathy Rain. What is his story? What's up with you, dude?
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah. Don't all bums have a story?
No.
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
Probably because this is the middle of nowhere town.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Oh, boy.
Silencer to Lambert, Jacob's Blood.
Oh, that's...
The Usual Surprises.
We should kill this guy just
Natural Born Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Are they
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
I had to suck 5 dicks to get in. I don't want to. This is so cringe. This is so bad. This guy is going. I hope he gets killed by the aliens.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Give me the rundown on the usual surprises.
That's not even trying
A
to be like the
lighthearted
usual
comedy taking
suspects.
place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship
God.
with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob had...
I don't care. Why always...
Tell me about...
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language. He marries his housekeeper, who... In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack based on a true...
blah, blah. It's always about death.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Oh.
That
Never.
was...
Not the
that
cultured
was,
type.
Yeah,
I
that was
understand.
worth our time.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
We need like an official uniform for us being a detective. We need like a trench coat. Come on. Kathy, we're on the case and we're not even dressed right for it.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
Oh yeah, I knew about
I
it.
most
in my
certainly
movie
do.
pages.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
No, I can't.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
Fuck, called it. I called it.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war.
What war? Oh,
But I'm
Vietnam.
telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
No,
Open
Kathy,
your
it's
mind,
aliens.
man.
Come on. Wait, what war? We were not at war in 1981. What war?
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yeah, great
Yep,
girl.
my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
I hate this guy so
Really?
much.
What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out.
You don't want to try and... That's what
Not to
Storm was in
mention
the
how
early
that entire
90s.
family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that
Oh,
back in Nam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Oh,
it
how I
happened in
missed
the
that
70s,
marvelous
right?
youthful
Totally
ego
not
of
the
mine.
60s.
Why do I even bother?
The game is set in 1995, by the way.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Wait, if he's super rich, if he is so rich that he does not want other people to call him, like if he thinks he's important enough to have his number unlisted from the phone book, can't they just afford doctors to go to their own house so they can, be treated in the comfort of their own home? Why is he going to this rundown piece of shit town? Like, this town looks like a dump. Why is he here?
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Use it in all my
Nothing but
movie
hearsay.
pictures.
People say it was pretty deranged.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
That's not how these things work.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right. I might do that.
Silence of the Lambert is a reference to Silence of the Lambs, a 1991 film. Really?
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
The game says he was in Nam, though. That was, I guess he was still upset 10 years later. I don't know.
Do you know what this is?
A picture.
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about.
What?
They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough... I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Maylin and Little Ping.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
What is my favorite Old Testament story? Oh, that's hard. That's a hard one. Maybe the one where, was it Elijah or one of the prophets getting a whole bunch of priests of Baal really pissed off because, like, he basically went all new atheist on them and said, all right, prove your religion, use a miracle. And they kept doing all these incantations and it didn't work. And then the prophet just easily lets God intervene and, you know, I can't remember what it was. Sorry, I don't have that or, I don't know, there's so many good ones. I remember Ben McLean made a great point that you could make an awesome shonen battle series based on stories from the Old Testament. I would love to see an anime battle between David and Goliath or Samson just completely wrecking everything. That'd be awesome.
Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, brother. Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay. I don't need... I could, but only if I had a real...
Yeah, he won't shut up about his stupid movies. I think that's reason enough.
Want to smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Ah, get it? Because most alcohol comes from fruit.
I don't need to...
We're just doing... Alright, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
At least the game has opened up a bit now. Music is still really good. The sprites do not look very good.
Excuse me, nurse?
Oops.
Hey, nurse! Yeah?
Oh, look at this lady. She seems really happy to be here.
They don't pay you much, huh?
Well, that's
No
rude.
shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
She calls security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
She calls security, and it's like, hey, it's me, Gooba. You need something?
I can't read it from here. Again? No thanks.
What should we do?
I don't want to show her that.
Set her on fire. I think we're actually gonna... Let's see if we can use a pack of cigarettes. If that'll make her...
I prefer to smoke outdoors. I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
There's no security. She's lying.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Alcohol is... Yeah, alcohol's made from grains and fruit. Do you not know where wine comes from? I'm gonna call her bluff. There's no security.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to... Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain... Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant. Pretty sure she would object. I can't read it.
Let's read the notice board.
I can't read it.
What do you mean you can't read it from here?
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
I'll come back to this place. It's probably something we can do, but I want to just kind of explore around. Let's go to the nature reserve, where the aliens came. See, this background looks really good. It almost looks like
this is it. This is where the picture was taken.
But probably didn't.
I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head.
Oh. Or you could have smoked weed. That would have been more fun, but... Oh my god. What?
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Get out of here, Kathy. Get out of here. Yeah, really. Yeah, the female characters do have... I think the character models do have fairly generous bosoms. No, you're a creepy bald dude. Look, I'm getting really bad. We just had a dream, and this guy was murdering somebody.
Just no. I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Yeah, he was in your dream.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Are you my grandfather?
How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
Also, I don't think I realized because I've watched so much anime, it just completely went up from my head about
it's
how
the
bigger
mending. I will try
are.
to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I
think
went
he's
through
Satan
to be
too.
here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
What?
Wait, what? How did I get here?
Where's our motorcycle?
Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Oh no. Back from the beginning of the stream, what was his name? The Myers mentally disabled son was drawing what he called the Red Man. That's him. Where's Grandma? Hey, Grandma.
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Can I sleep here,
Sure,
Grandma?
hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Let's ask her some questions or show her the photo.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I was watching the TV, though.
I don't see a reason to ask. Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
I also used a magic scanner machine. I don't think you'd understand that.
I already showed her. I don't want to show her that. Well, gotta bye.
How are we gonna get out of here? Like, did the red man, was he? Yeah, okay. Apparently the red man was also kind enough to transport our motorcycle and our helmet all the way back to our grandma's house. Let's go back to the nature reserve and see if it happens again. Hello, Kathy.
Hello.
I'm back.
Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home.
Piece of paper.
What's this?
She reminds me of Styx Hexenhammer. You know, to be honest, outside of the people like the Distributist or the people that are directly in our circle, I haven't watched any of the political commentary YouTubers in probably years. I just don't care anymore. Though isn't Styx isn't he a pagan? Now let's look at it. Yep, red man. Alright, the music is kind of unsettling. We should have stunned the guy. Brought him to the police station. It's like, hey coppers, I actually got something for you to do for once. Let's try and destroy this endangered species.
It's endangered. I'm not going to take it without a really good reason. Looks like a specimen of the red scythe. A printed picture of the strange smoky lights. It appears to have been taken somewhere in Conwell Woods.
You know, I like how we're finally able to go to the church.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
They all say.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
This is a nice looking church.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
I became black pill in politics in 2018. When did you? I don't really consider myself any of the pills because my views just kind of wane. I mean, I'm just trying to do what I can. Sorry, I couldn't give you something more concrete, but I don't think of myself as black pilled or white pilled. Things are going to hell in a handbasket, but like it's not like there's nothing we can do. Let's ask him about this church.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
It was founded by
I'd
Jesus.
be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before.
This is clearly a Catholic
However,
church.
This day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly,
Hey, Kathy,
divine
you might wanna
intervention.
take notes
3
about that.
bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
This is not how it works.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
It could be a Lutheran
Do you know
church,
exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not Sunday.
It's not really our peak hours.
Yeah.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
Shut up, Kathy.
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Yeah, even if, you could have gotten away with this back in, the 1600s when you could just found any church you wanted. But, people kind of have to go to seminaries or, if, let's say this is a Lutheran church, this is a high church, this obviously looks like a high church Lutheran. Isn't Episcopalianism literal homosexual worship? You said it, not me. But, do they want to officially join an American, an actual denomination, or you need credentials, or this could just be an independent Catholic church. Also, you don't write new scripture. Even most Protestants Protestants don't do that. They're really hard on, sola scriptura. Now, I believe Luther removed 7 books from the Bible, but oh well, maybe the people of this don't understand how religion works. I think they might know more. They know about as much as religion as Kathy does.
Do you know anything about Lily Meyer's art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Man of culture, I see.
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then, she started skipping art class completely, from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting
Some
her.
weird bald guy
I'm doing
in a
my best
red
to find
suit.
out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
A priest of what religion, though? Is it? This whole town is crazy. They have one church that apparently wasn't even built until a few until a few decades ago. So what? Before then, there were no churches in this whole town. They all had to go out of town, or none of them were religious until old Father Bill, or whatever his name was, saw 3 balls of light.
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
Well, we already talked about her art.
I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
Who ordained you?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot. And when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this
teenage
change?
Girls.
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion. Every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father.
Your father founded a cult,
Joseph
no
made me
wonder.
realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah, this town doesn't make any sense. It's got a whole bunch of troubled youth and a lot of homeless people, has one church, and completely gives off a very nice small town vibe. I don't buy it. Someone is up here.
I don't need to show. Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church. I could, but I'll keep it to... I don't need... Do you know what this key opens?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Yeah, your grandfather.
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was
Also,
given a
isn't
similar
Charles
picture
Wade
for
in
the
that?
service the other day.
You know who Charles Wade is?
I don't need to. I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
I am just really excited. When are we going to get to use the stun gun?
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Amen.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
God. No, it's where we have the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights. Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
So you know what a sacristy is, but you have no idea what a church is.
Locked.
Use the key.
Locked.
This key. I am guessing this key is not going to open it. No way.
Nope, not the right key.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something paranormal. I want it to be aliens, but I'm guessing it's going to be like
Locked.
demons or something like that.
Nope.
Alright. Is there anything else in here? No. Wait, hold on. Let's just check the picture.
A striking resemblance, to say the least.
Where do we need to go now? Let's talk to, what's her face again? Sue. And show, oh, seagull. And show her son the picture of the red man. What's up?
I don't want to zap that.
Why not? Hello again.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
So these accents are also all over the place. Like, Goober has a, you know, is kind of New
No
York.
Nathan today?
Yeah, boss. That
Nah,
kind of
haven't
accent.
seen Nate
She's
all
got a
day.
southern
Probably out in the
accent.
woods.
Erica and Charles have like high-end like aristocratic British accents. We sound like from California. Where is this town? Sun's gone. Lily, me, foam.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
This town is all of America. Probably. I think it's Springfield from The Simpsons.
had a few more questions, Sue.
Shoot.
I don't need to ask her.
Why not?
Do you know who the Red Man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The Red Man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the Red Man hasn't changed in 30 years.
So it's Patrick Stewart. I met him in the forest. Yeah, we're not gonna completely sound insane.
The Red Man actually exists. I met him in the forest.
What? That's crazy talk. Stop kidding around. I am not in the mood.
Sue, what do you see in this picture?
Two bears high-fiving.
My God, that looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Knew it.
Wow, really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red.
I want to
see
this.
There were probably other details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it. Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
I already showed her that. No reason.
Okay, we're
I
gonna
think
have
I'm
to
gonna head
find
off.
Sure
some
thing.
way to distract the lady so we can meet Mr. Wade.
A bald man dressed in red.
A lot of this is repetitive. It's like you get a little bit of new information, then you have to go around and ask everybody about it. Like you have to ask Grandma, the guys at the police station, blah, 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 the same questions over and over again. Should we call? I don't think we have the clinic's phone number. Let's just muck around the. Can we get Goober to distract them? We'll give him $7 more. He needs the money.
Doofus. I had a few.
Do you know the Red Man?
I don't need to ask him.
Never mind.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So.
The best. The very best.
Shut up.
You know, that nurse in there, she said
Dang,
she
figured
loved
it
you
out.
in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange
Fell
looks.
for it.
I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Get the chick. Okay, which one do I hate the least? I don't.
Natural bald killers would be the obvious choice.
Bald move.
Oh. I don't know who I hate more, Kathy or this guy.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again.
I want to use the sun gun.
Turn this
so
scalp
bad.
into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world
What do
has
we
never
do?
seen. Okay, Doctor. I'm
Rows
counting
and
down
columns
now.
of files.
10,
Pretty sure she would have.
8, 7.
Where do we go?
Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Kathy is more contemptible, but he's more insufferable.
That wasn't really an electro.
Huh. Talk to him again.
Hey, do.
Oh.
Hey.
Sure.
How about
business?
Look, lady, I'm gonna keep sending him in here unless you tell me what I want to
Did
know.
all this for me. You know why?
Again? No thanks.
What's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
I don't want to
seizing.
interrupt. Goober.
Thank you,
Rose
thank
and Pop-
you. You've been a great audience.
What a stupid walk. He doesn't even bend his knees.
Smoking a lot. I can't read it. Again? Hey, doofus. Hey. Definitely Jacob.
I'm feeling the... Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full
Good
of
idea, but
your
it wouldn't match his
love that I
symptoms.
think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good.
That won't help his-
Thank you. You've been a great audience.
I'm just looking this one up. I don't care. Yeah, I guess that we have to when he's doing the usual surprises, we have to use the taser on him. Yeah, whatever.
Hey, doofus.
Yeah, I looked it up, but
hi.
I don't think anything is going to happen in Virginia. Nothing ever actually happens. Like, there's not going to be a civil war. There's not going to be a militia rising up. Not going to happen. He's talking about the Second Amendment sanctuary that the counties are all passing, but like the Democratic governor doesn't like it.
Hey.
Sure.
How about
this?
Boomer Waffen. That's true. Nobody
can't
actually
believe
wants
you guys did
to.
all
People
this
are
for me.
too sedated by
You know,
their
what's
iPhones
it
and
smell?
porn
Bacon?
and weed to actually do
Oh,
anything.
Bobby, my head hurts.
Yeah! Oh,
Nurse,
that's great.
He's seizing.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
This is so stupid. We almost killed this man.
Man,
We're
I feel like a
horrible.
total jackass.
Yeah.
I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Suck his dick. I'm sorry. Oh god. Admin. Find out. What a dick move by Kathy Rain, yeah. I don't feel bad about it at all, because I hate him.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious
How do
nurse.
we know it's her?
A calendar from 1991.
C.
Employee of the...
Mendez, 1991. Let's try that. Damn it. Okay.
No thanks. Employee of the month, a computer.
Let's figure out what the password is. I looked it up, but I want to figure
Rose and
out how you're supposed to figure it out. I want to know how...
Uncomfortable heart. A calendar.
Huh. Key on the files?
That doesn't need unlocking. Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez.
Well, I figured out what it was, but I don't know why it is the way it is what it is. Because that would be 1991, because that's the
Was
password.
expecting class?
Because that's the year. Oh, we use the floppy disk. Okay. Oh, because it lets us extract the admin. Okay, now it makes sense. Yamato STS-40. We can also ruin the computer after we're done. Let's do that. We'll make the nurse really mad. She'll have to call the IT guy. There we go. Alright, Charles Way, date of birth, August 14th, 24. If you're not from the US, because I know Rex, you're in Iceland, in the US we have month, day, year for some reason. August the 24th, 1995. Why are we in college? It's August. Did we just get there, or... Referral from Dr. A. Friedman, St. Franz Medical Center, KFC. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good, and the patient is likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks. Status stable. Okay, 6B. So now we know what room. But is it going to let us ruin her computer? I really want to know if we can do that. Come on. Come on. Let's crash this lady's... Let's crash this bitch's PC.
Nah, I don't see any reason to break this computer.
Because she's mean, that's why. That's stupid. Because apparently there's a whole bunch of like secret things you can do and figure out. It kind of makes sense that like, oh, what if like I have to use that same CD to get the password? I also love that like we can now find, instead of like having to search for all these clues of what the password is, it's no, you just have a floppy disk that can just get it for you. Well, it's not a hospital, it's a community clinic. I know Goober's heart is not the problem, his lungs are, and his entire personality and everything about him. Who is this guy in the sunglasses? This guy looks awesome.
It's all right, Claude.
Claude.
Understood, sir. So, you managed to find me.
We meet at last.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
Would you
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break.
No, I'm trying to find out what
this
happened
must
to
be
my
worth
grandpa.
an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
I'm gonna save it first. I can't save quite yet. That's not what this is about. It's personal. You're assuming a lot, Mr. Wade. I don't need to pick it. I make my own way. No, we clearly need help, so it's personal.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
What?
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its
Oh,
owner.
God.
Very true.
Is that a gun control
That's something
thing?
the Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
They used it.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the
So
few
they weren't
times
flying
where
over
he
to
didn't
Germany.
save
It
your
was
sorry
Japanese.
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
ass? You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
That's a wonderful excuse, Kathy.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Oh boy, I'm happy. Oh, hold on. Let's save the game.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs,
Clearly this man does need a
neurologists.
cigarette.
Say what
Yes.
you will about Joseph, but he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
Her house looked nice
She's
enough.
just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly.
His
Despite
sprite
all
on
that
the
had happened,
screen looks like
I
he's in
still
such
loved
pain.
Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations.
Communists.
In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts
The
together,
same person.
went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain
Brian
happened.
Rain, who is that?
Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior.
Having a kid
I
like
couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
Yeah, we're gonna agree with him.
I wouldn't mind teaching my old man some manners myself, wherever he is.
Because that's why
Yes,
you're
of
like
course.
the way you are.
You must understand this better than anyone. People like your father simply cannot grasp how far their bad influence spreads. So our families started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved
You're
on.
still here, though.
Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings.
The bitch.
I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for.
How do they know that?
Today, I'm
Nobody knew
sure
her
I would have
paintings-
made my money back tenfold.
Nobody
or
had ever seen her
more
paintings
if it
before.
wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
I like this guy. Stolen.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it.
My memory
It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
I do like this, rewriting the notes.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
I also
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Yeah, we're gonna tell the truth.
I do. My mother is in there.
What a
Sharon
coincidence,
Evans.
Kathy.
I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome.
That makes you
He
go
became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now. Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was
I
that I
end
had
at
a Monet,
8:30, so
a Rembrandt,
about half
and
an
2
hour.
paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed.
We're
Somebody
a regular
wanted those
Sherlock
paintings
Holmes,
badly.
aren't we?
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. We found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
I can't tell if the voice acting is good or bad.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Why not? This is one of the most important. This is going to be the most important thing, Kathy. Obviously, this is turning to something way bigger than you thought it was.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kat.
Aw, his little smile. Let's ask him for a smoke, see if that does anything.
I don't need to show him that.
Let's talk to Claude.
I'd rather not. He'd crush me like a twig.
Look at him, he looks so nice. Let's see if
I have some
any
more
of the,
questions.
Items.
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these
the
parts.
size of a football?
Do you know what this is?
A flower. Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this?
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people.
I don't need... Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
I don't need... He's being cooperative at the moment. Thanks, Charles.
If literally to stun Goober is the only reason why we needed the
a private phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
It's the only reason we're ever gonna need to use the stun gun. I'm gonna be mad. Though I am pretty. That is probably the best thing we could have used it on. Because I
just
hate
some
him
boring
so
landscape
much.
paintings. Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him.
Hopefully we can end the day and then move on. Like, if there was an option that when you're traveling to just go back to your dorm room. Oh, the sheriff is going to be delighted to see us again. Oh, God, this
Hello,
bitch is
Sheriff.
back.
Mind?
If you must.
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind. Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny!
Yes, boss?
Get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86?
On it, boss. There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Friend zoned him. March 11th, 1986, 1:12 a.m. The alarm in the Wade estate is triggered. The house is empty at the time the neighbors contact law enforcement. Sorry. 2:04 a.m. Officers arrive on scene. Several broken windows can be observed. A sweep of the estate and the surrounding premises reveals no trace of the perpetrators. 2:20, a single witness is identified as Franklin Goldfarb reports seeing multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime. 12:15 a.m. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, this is a month later. Charles Wade arrives at Commonwealth Springs to make an official statement after examining the houses. He reports that the paintings with an excess value of $15,000 have been stolen. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of money for a really rich person like him. The art in question has not... could be. He's probably not like Scrooge McDuck rich. The art in question has yet to pop up in any circles known to deal with stolen goods, terminating investigation due to lack of leads. Alright, well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
Alright. I love how we just punched the door.
Oh, it's you again. Come on.
Hey, where's your son, Sue? Where is he?
Did you know that somebody stole Lily's paintings from Wade?
Huh. I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had them all.
Yeah, I used to kind of like Steven Crowder, but all of these people just suck now. It's boring. And I used to like Ben Shapiro. Then it turned out he was kind of an asshole, but not the kind of asshole that we like.
I had a few more.
Shoot.
I don't need to ask. Did you know that somebody stole Lily's paintings from Wade?
Huh? I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had them all.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
He sounds like someone
You
that would
mean
go to a
Goober?
church, doesn't he?
Nobody calls him Franklin anymore.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's him?
that's Goober's
Oh,
real name?
no.
Gotcha. I think I'm gonna head off.
Sure thing.
Franklin Goldfarb at your service. Yeah. You hit the nail on the head. The normie conservative days of 2015 to 2017 when we thought we could actually fix things normally. Remember when people had a fondness for... Remember when conservatives were all in for Donald Trump? And then he became boomer tier? I don't know if I'm going to vote for him again. I mean, I hate voting. I'm probably just going to vote for my local Republicans anyways. I don't know. Democracy sucks. Oh no, we can't ask him questions because we killed him. We killed Goldfarb. No. Hey lady, where's the guy? Where is he?
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's on the bulletin
It's written
board.
on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober,
No,
anyway?
just a freak.
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Okay, thanks.
What? Are we gonna have to go back to the woods? Oh no. He's probably wandering around naked in the woods, isn't he? Nope. Alright. Yeah. Religious insanity of the church. I don't know. Well, the walkthrough says he goes to church. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. Ah, there he is. Yeah, it makes sense.
Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go.
I'm in a new movie.
I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
I'm a woman.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Yeah, he should press charges.
That's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
He could have killed him.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy.
Never too late.
I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy!
I don't need to ask. I should probably confront him directly about him being a witness. Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Nope.
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back at the Wade estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
were black.
They what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit, spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters, B something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small. I already asked him about that. I should look into the ring with a B followed by another letter. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description not long ago? Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly
BR
like
for
that.
Brian Rain.
Any idea what BH stands for?
Beehive?
Bitch hoe.
Bet high? Big head?
Okay, that's...
See ya.
My trusty Zippo, running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH,
not
which
Brian
is a
Rain.
mystery to me.
Let's
Hello,
talk
Isaac.
to the priest.
I've got a few more questions.
I'm all ears.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
This may sound strange, but have you heard of or seen a strange man dressed in red?
Only our Lord and Savior Jesus. Surely
Oh
his
my-
rags were drenched in blood as he lay upon the cross.
True.
That's not what I meant. I mean someone here in Conwell Springs.
Jesus is here.
Are you
He's
joking?
everywhere.
I haven't seen a person like that, no.
What's so... I don't know, red suit's always weird.
Do you know what BH means? It's inscribed on this lighter.
I'm sorry, but no.
I don't need to show him that. That's all I need for...
May the Lord...
Alright, let's go ask Grandma about it. She probably knows. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting kind of bored and tired, so we'll stop soon. I just want to finish this day. Because we got a lot done. Rough start, but,
Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, my bitch of a granddaughter's back. There's no better word that describes
Mind if we talk
her
for a bit, Grandma?
than bitch. I know, I need a
Not at
bigger
all, dear. What's
lexicon.
on your mind?
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
What did he
Really?
told you that?
He always struck me as a kind man, maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man, and surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in... I know that he had a wife, Agatha.
Which is our middle name.
And a son, James.
And Agatha.
Agatha passed
Christie.
away from
Ha,
cancer
ha,
years
ha.
ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks. I don't see a... Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats. They're those ruffians on motorcycles whom your father associated with.
I mean, the
Oh,
motorcycle
his biker
we're
gang.
on.
That makes sense.
Our dad was a biker gang. He was the Great Khans. It's Fallout New Vegas.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
I refuse to talk about those hoodlums. They turned your father into a horrible person.
Jeez.
You should stay far away from them, Kathy. They're awful people, just awful.
Who picks a name like
See you later,
that
Grams.
for their
Take
biker
care,
gang?
dear.
That's so stupid. Nothing is as intimidating as a funny hat. Because I imagine black hats like
Back
black
again,
top
I
hats.
see.
I sure am.
Oh boy.
I had some more... What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Not much. They used to stir up all sorts of trouble, but Truman kept them in check.
What about now? Are they still active?
I believe they are. Given the incompetence of Sheriff Boyks, I'm sure they're having a field day out there.
Do you know where I can find them?
Not exactly. They have a clubhouse somewhere outside of town, but that's all I know.
I bet they're gonna
Thanks,
be like
Charles. That's all.
they're gonna be like, I'm just imagining some like 1950s greaser gang that's completely lame, like the black leather jackets. I don't know what Morgoth's review is. Let's go to the police station. Yeah, the gameplay is, tough guy finger snapping, exactly. Yeah, the gameplay is starting to drain on me. I hope this is not a long game. I mean, it's fun to... I think it's good for our first stream game, but hopefully we'll be playing something very... I'm thinking of playing something complete opposite of this afterwards. I might want to play the first two Mass Effect games, because I have them and I played the first one for 2 hours and I hated it. But, I don't know, people like them, but people say that the third one is so bad that it retroactively ruins the first two, but I'm not going to buy the third one, so...
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy. Sorry.
Nah, I don't want to... Nah, I don't... Do you...
You're joking, right?
Oh,
sorry.
Never mind. What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Yeah, yes,
Got it.
lady.
Thanks.
I'm gonna help you find... Yeah, that's totally what a police deputy would do, is let's draw a map. I'm gonna show you this college-aged young woman exactly where she can find the biggest gang in town.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Conwell Springs sucks. There's trash littering the streets. It looks really run down. There's pawn shops. Well, the pawn shop closed because of gentrification. And there's a massive biker gang. Also, it doesn't make sense because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Conwell Springs is not exactly a very diverse town, is it? I think it's all white people. So I'm guessing this must be a really small town, or we're in the middle of New England. New England, the area known for its biker gangs. Oh, thanks for catching the stream, yeah. I want to stream, Kathy looks racial. No, I think she's white. She's white, come on.
Sweet butt incoming!
Sweet
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? Little slut? I think she does.
I like this guy.
Step off, creep.
Use the stun gun.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
I don't have a father. You'll be scraping your balls off the floor. She needs to use the, You think I need...
Or you'll be scraping your balls off the floor, you fucking pig.
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Where's the I want to use the stun gun.
God.
Combine stun gun with biker hothead. Yay!
What the hell's going on out here?
It's Santa.
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
This gash?
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
Oh my god.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss,
like
I'll go.
Dwarf.
Fuck, that hurt, you cunt.
Sorry about the language. Yeah, I was worried that I didn't want to swear, but She doesn't seem...
He'll be disciplined for that.
Fritz, I don't see color.
He better be.
Yeah.
I take it you're Bo?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother.
How do you know who I am?
Who are you really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
Oh.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
Well, I think Kathy, like, there was a picture of her great grandfather who was the immigrant who came over, and his last name was Eric Reagan, or R-E-G-N. And so I think that sounds like he was probably from Scandinavia. I don't plan on making another German history video in the future. I'm just trying to... I want to do that professionally. I want to work at a museum. That's why I'm going back to get my master's. I think I might want to make a video on the Kapputsch in March, on the 100th anniversary of it, when the Free Corps helped try and bring down the Weimar Republic in 1920. I think I'd want to make... I'm planning on making a video on that. Like, this guy is a dwarf. He needs... Also, this guy has no eyes. He also might be the only non-white person we've seen this whole game.
I'd rather just talk to their leader.
Take me to your leader.
I need to show him some kind of proof of who...
BH! Police report. Let's show him. Maybe he knows something about the flower. I think the lighter is gonna help.
This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia. We've had some problems with the Vandals.
So there's a rival gang in this
too
tiny
careful.
town that has one
So
church.
that's your right out there.
And a small
Corley
cemetery.
Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
What horrible bitches.
I'm not most girls.
Yeah, you're
Ain't
way
that
worse.
the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Now let me get
Go
my
ahead,
detectiving
then.
out.
Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you.
Good brother.
For now.
You know, I think this might be... I want to cosplay as this guy. He's great. Do you know about the psychopath? Do you know about the evil demon man?
This may be a weird question, but have you ever met a bald man dressed in red?
I've made a few bald men red. That count?
What?
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you? I've peed on churches.
How dare you?
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
Oh no, you're a fruit,
No,
not
I
a
could write a
vegetable.
book about that man. On one page I'd praise him, on the next I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
That's bullshit. Grandpa was a good grandpa.
Like hell he was. He gave my dad a million chances, did everything to set him straight.
Is that what you think? You could barely walk back then. You shouldn't presume to know shit.
Well, my mom told me.
Yeah, and your mom is
And you
insane.
consider her to be reliable. I know she's your mom, but let's consider the facts.
Oh, damn.
She's a paranoid delusional.
Why do you know so much
Joseph
about...
wasn't a saint.
Oh,
He saw everything in black
No,
and
he
white.
knew her
He was
father.
only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
You're a biker gang. I think he made a very good choice in discriminating against you. You're a criminal.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Meyer's paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Cut the... Oh, now we're just gonna say crap?
Fine. Is there anything I can do for the club to earn your trust?
You mean like cleaning the toilets? Making coffee? I think we got that covered, Cupcake.
Spare me your sexist bullshit. I can take care of business.
You're nothing like your old man, you know that?
No.
I take that as a compliment.
But he said you're just like her.
In any case, I've had
what
enough
is
of
this?
this nonsense. Stop pushing your luck.
We're a bad detective.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states.
Are you kidding me?
There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
How many bake sales do
The
you
law
host?
give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
Yeah, there's no wonder there's a massive gang. This apparently very large town not only has 1 church, but it only has 2 police officers.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
Nope.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around.
All right, I'm gonna hit...
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but...
Thanks, Bo.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Plastered.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together.
Ever.
Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Are you 20?
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
What?
I take that back. Gross.
That sounds great.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
LSD.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
Literally?
No. Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of expensive spice.
Semen.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
Like, what trouble
I guess
could
it could be
this
worth a
gang
try.
get up to anyway?
Wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
It does?
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Mushrooms.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome,
Maybe
darling.
it's the rare flower.
Impressive bar. Hey, Emma.
Yeah.
Remind me again. What?
Tasted a bit like pepper, and if you...
All right.
Anytime.
Not sure where that leads, but I don't think I have a reason to go in there.
Flower.
Hey, bartender, do you think you could mix this flour into a drink?
Yeah, I was just guessing, but...
Sure. I don't see why not.
All right, thanks.
Alright, now time to go break the law again and destroy an endangered species. I'm fine with us going outside the law to crack the case, but we're doing it in such a horrible way, and I don't know, other adventure game heroes, right? It would seem like they're I wouldn't have a problem with them breaking the law if they were cool, but we're a horrible person.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
Squirrel. Well, you know what they say. It usually is the environmentalists that are causing the most damage to the environment. It's pretty much all but proven that the Australian wildfires were deliberately caused by arsonists, and I think there's probably a good chance that they were intentionally caused by environmentalists that wanted to try and blame it on global warming. Something you can do about trying to help the environment, because I agree that cows are really bad for the environment. You know what you can have instead of cows is pigs. You don't have to eat bugs. You can eat more. Try and eat more pork. Pigs are much better for the environment than cows.
That combination makes...
What are you talking about?
Hey, bartender, do you...
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this...
Afraid not, I can make...
Maybe later.
All right, then.
Yeah, let's use the red side.
I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Oh, and add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, I heard a story of environmentalist filmmakers being arrested for lighting up fires in the Amazon. Yeah.
One Bloody Mary. Enjoy.
Thanks, buddy.
The club will cover that, Jose.
Sure thing, VP.
Thanks again, Emmett.
You got it.
So apparently this town is as diverse in the fact that it has 2 Hispanic people confirmed. Though this is the mid-90s, so it's 25 years ago, so it wasn't as diverse as it is now.
It's for Bo, not me.
You sure?
Here's hoping it can make Bo a bit more cooperative.
I think we have to give it to Bo.
Hey, Bo. I've got something for you.
I recognize that smell. You found your dad's recipe.
Something like that.
Man, is this a trip down memory lane. I keep expecting Brian to walk in here any second. You know, all this nostalgia is making me remember how much I really owe your old man.
He tries to put his arm around us.
Yeah, so here's the deal. In '86, Carl, my VP at the time,
Yeah,
came
let's
to me
just
and
tell
said
this
he had a
random
job
girl
lined
who's
up
a
for the club.
detective
Some guy
about
had
the
offered
crime
him
we
good dough
committed.
for stealing a bunch of paintings from a mansion. He needed 2 brothers for the job. I was busy with other things at the time, so I gave my permission as long as the club got the usual cut. He returned a week later with a nice wad of cash. I didn't realize it was Wade he had knocked off until I read the paper. If I had known that, I'd advised against it. Wade is a powerful man with friends in city council. There's no reason to piss him off.
So this is a city?
Got it.
The entire city has one
what do you know
church.
about the guy who hired you for the job?
Not much. Carl said it was some bearded preacher.
Whoa, Isaac from the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Could be. I don't know who that is. It was a priest. I know that much.
Thanks, Bo. I'm gonna follow up on this right away.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what happened to your old man? Not even curious?
I couldn't give 2 shits about that asshole.
Bullshit. Don't expect anyone to believe you're that angry with someone you don't give 2 shits about.
Exactly.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should know that no one from the club had anything to do with it. I meant it when I said Brian was a good brother. He had no enemies here. Not then, and not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Brian used to talk about heading to Mexico, about riding off into the sunset and getting away from all his newfound responsibilities. And I think part of him was serious. You deserve to know that there's a chance he's still out there somewhere.
Sure. Let's hope that bastard is living it up somewhere.
No, we're confirmed.
Just
he's not.
take care of
not
yourself
abandoned her.
here.
You too. That day went by fast. I think I'm gonna ask if I can stay the night at Grandma's.
Why? Nah, I joked about that earlier. I think it's okay if we do this.
No, it's too late for that.
Yeah, it seems like an irreligious city. Yeah, I don't even super secular cities don't only have one church or one religious building in them.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Grandma, it got kind of late. Would it be okay if I stay the night?
Of course, dear. Have a seat. I'll make you something to eat.
Oh, you're the best. I'm starving.
That night, Kathy dreams.
Do you see? You are both
kid.
unwanted, both discarded.
Discarded.
Good. Lick the flames, buddy boy. Lick the flames and feel the hatred burn.
Black and white man. He's right outside the window.
Lily's painting, burning, and the kid from the cemetery.
Oh, now you remember your dreams.
It's
Kathy.
gotta mean something.
I think this is where we end it. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try and stream on Friday or Sunday. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind which day. But this was something we've learned. We've continuously affirmed, rather, that Kathy is a horrible person. That it's absolutely something paranormal that's going on. That this isn't going to be boring. The Red Man is not like he's like G-Man from Half-Life. No, the G-Man had more class, but this guy's funnier. We also continue to confirm that Eileen is best girl, and because she's a redhead, she's Christian, and she's funnier than this horrible woman who has continued to break the law and aided and. On her most recent list of crimes today, we all learned she possibly murdered her unborn child, though it may have just been a dream. It could either be a memory or dream. She tased a guy and almost killed him. And she tased him, and he was not actually trying to hurt her, so she almost murdered him. We became secret hackers known as 4chan. We have also, and to top it all off, we talked to a known criminal gang leader who told us about a crime, and we are not going to report it to the police. Kathy should be ashamed of herself. Anyways, that's the stream. Thanks everyone for coming on. Have a wonderful evening. Whoops, hold on. I almost forgot to save. Anyways, good night.